Hi, welcome to Stories with AJ, episode off the cuff. Woo! And sorry, I'm outside. We're in Erie, PA, which is really cool. It's right along the waterfront. I hope to be back to this location. I have a technician who's retiring. He's been with the company for over 41 years, so he's done a lot, and it meant a lot to for me to come up here and say goodbye. And I got him two 8x10s frames with some nice photos of when we did a group meeting in September, which was also a nice time. It's very important to take pictures and get caught up in the, or I'm sorry, not get caught up in the moment, but to actually stop the moment and take that second breath of fresh air, stop and smell the roses, take the picture, and go ahead and make sure that you document that for all the rest of your life. So anyway, I printed those out for him and gave them to him as a thank you, and I made sure to just go over like some work order things and some historical things and good to know things, and we toured like his biggest, craziest building with his partner there. So it was really good for me to go ahead and come out here and spend the time with him. I also got back to my hotel and I wasn't going to record tonight, so we'll see how this goes, but I was kind of tired, and this is just going. It's been a very long week last week, and always need time to catch up. But I said, you know what, let's do this. You know, sometimes when you're tired and exhausted, you need to keep going. You gotta put forth the extra effort, because you know what, you guys matter to me. These videos matter, and you know, one person can't change the world if they don't try. So here I am, I'm trying. It's just a little bit cold, it's a little bit windy, but I think that this is perfect. I just had a little conversation with somebody out here smoking, and she thought that I worked for the hotel company, which I thought was pretty funny, because she's like, I'm smoking outside the door, I hope that's okay. I'm like, oh yeah, as long as you're outside 50 feet, and it looks like you're outside 50 feet to me, so whatever. But that's okay. So speaking of perseverance and continuing to go even with your being so tired, I don't have any writing today, but I do have a special story for you. So the story I have for you in mind is back in my younger 20s. My parents used to own a pizza place and a bar. It was inside a bowling alley, of course, because where else can those two things connect? And it was funny because I would close down the pizza shop at 12 o'clock at midnight, and then I would go to the bar, which was connected, and we would close that down at 2, and that was the law. And then usually about 2:30, you know, we kicked everyone out. After 2:30, around 3, you know, we get back to the apartment. It'd be, you know, Ricardo, the bartender that you saw a couple videos ago, myself and all of our friends. We would continue to go to the apartment, and we would just party. They would continue to party, but I would only stay up for like an extra half hour to an hour. Then after that, what I would do is I'd go to bed, and I would just lay there for like an hour. I'd fall asleep, and I'd wake up, and everyone was still outside in the living room. They were just still partying, eating pizza, and drinking beer, and all sorts of fun, cool drinks, and watching TV. And I would get up, and I would shower, and I would just keep going, and I'd start to get ready for drill. Like, okay, even after an hour of sleep, these guys haven't even gone to bed yet. And so I get ready for drill, and I was going through 88 Mike Phase 2 school, so I was learning to be a truck driver. I was going from mechanic to a truck driver. So, you know, what fitting thing to do than lack of sleep and just get on the road. So I did, and get all ready for drill. I move on, I start to drive down to Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids was a good 2.5 hour drive, if I'm not mistaken, from Bay City to Grand Rapids. And I would get there, and it's not like I would get there any earlier to sleep in the parking lot like I usually do sometimes. I would just get there, and I would immediately go into the classroom, be ready for my day, and do a full 8-hour day of training, and then I would stay in a hotel, and I would sleep pretty good that night. But that's what I did, and I did that for quite a few months, and it was actually, I remember during one of the winters during that drive, you know, it's not that I was tired, it's not that I was, you know, fatigued. I was just going. I think it was 96, and I hit some black ice, and I'm in my little 4-cylinder car. It weighs, you know, 150 pounds, you know. It was just a very tiny car, and I remember I'm driving. I hit the black ice, and, you know, wheels going to the right, wheels going to the left, wheels going to the right, and next thing you know, I'm spinning. I'm on 96, and I just keep going, and in my car on my driver's side, I'm the guardrail, and along the highway, it's just boom, boom. And I hit myself, I whacked myself, it was all crazy. And luckily this truck driver had stopped behind me. He saw it and he came up after me. He's like, "Hey, you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing all right." So luckily it only just kind of damaged like the side of my car. Like, it's not like I was really damaged, not like I was really hurt that bad. But it shook me a little bit. I was definitely like just awake and just kind of scared and nervous, but whatever, I made it and the car was still fine. So I turned it back on and continued to drive to maybe Mike school, and it was really good. So I ended up graduating that phase, and then afterwards they sent me to phase 2 in Kentucky. But that was the same car. I ended up driving all the way down there. It was really freaking early. I made it, and long story short, I made it through phase 2, and it was with some of the same people that I went through phase 1 with. Instead of the 1 week in a month, like I was doing for those earlier trainings. Now I'm in the 2-week training, just there, Fort Knox, all by myself, full time. Well, the point of that is, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know, who you're going to go through class with. You never know who you're going to see again. And I thought I was completely done with all of those guys there. I ended up graduating just middle of the line. We like to say in the military, third man, third row. Like, whatever. I'm a truck driver now. I can drive 915s. I can drive PLSs. I can drive anything. I'm a truck driver. Oh, great, cool. It's fun. I liked it. Fast forward to, I don't know, 10, 15 years later, as the company commander, the 1463rd, here comes this squad leader that is just so, I'm like, "Yeah, so what's your problem?" He goes, "Well, do you happen to remember any Mike school?" I'm like, "Yes, I do, right in Fort Knox, Kentucky, yeah, absolutely, yeah, I was there too." I'm like, "Oh yeah, were you?" I don't quite remember that, but yeah, okay, kind of remember, yeah, all right. He's like, "Do you remember what you graduated?" I'm like, "I don't know. This is such a long time ago." So I pull my records and I see third man, third row. Okay, got it. Just middle of the pack. He's like, "Mine here says that I graduated top of the class. Mine here says graduating with honors and prestige, and no one's better than myself." I'm like, "Okay, I see how this is going. Well, good thing I'm the commander and you're not." But it was fun. It was good banter, and I tell you what, though, it's really good to run into good people like that. And he's turned into an excellent sub-squad leader, of course, and then an excellent I'd say platoon sergeant, but he's more or less like a first sergeant, but platoon sergeant of a headquarters element, which is not an easy task. And before he took that position, I remember him asking me, "Should I take it? Should I not? What's your opinion?" And I said it would be a good thing for him, and obviously yes, he's doing great things. So I'm very proud of him, and I'm proud of a lot of people that I mean. I'm just excited to see them grow. So the point of the story is sometimes we get tired and exhausted, but we got to keep going, and we got to keep putting forth an effort, because we got to put forth effort to what matters to us, and we need to show it in only one way, and that is to put forth effort. So I think after here, I am going to go and text somebody I haven't texted in a long time and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Just like I said with Ricardo, like I would. So it's all good stuff. All right, guys. Hey, I hope you have a great week, a fantastic week. Remember, it takes one person to change the world. Together, we can do really great things, but I always want you to do great things. So keep it up. I'm proud of you. See you later. Have a good week.